Argus Air wee pod system from Voopoo's Argus line. It's been out a while now, but thought why not review it. And down low we are going to put the build, and I'm going to do a wicked tutorial on how to do the PMP RBA head, and that's what I like to use on it, so thought may as well show you. Haven't really seen many done before, so why not? So we're going to drop down low, going to go through what comes in the box, all that good stuff, set the pod up, set the RBA up, come back up top, have a toot, and give you my final thoughts. See you in a bit, guys. Right folks, so here we go. The Voopoo Argus Air pod kit. This is the front of the box. Got the warning on that means nothing to everybody. Contents: Argus Air device 1, standard cartridge 2mm, pod cartridge, PMP TM1 0.6, Type C cable, and user manual. Going to open it up. Some quick instructions. Sorry folks, just knocked the camera. So you've got the device itself. You've got the locked in pod. So yeah, this coil cannot come out at all. It's locked in. It's UK, so obviously it's 2mm. You can sort of see the silicone there. Easy to fill, just a wee pull tab. Back, and then you have your standard pod, which takes the PMP coils. Now the thing about this device is anything below 0.6 the device will not fire. Sorry folks, it's just been using it, so cleaned it out. So yeah, 0.6 and above. Me personally, when I'm using this, I prefer either the RBA head or the 0.8. I find it works better. Obviously the battery is only 900, it's either 900 or 950 milliamp, so you're not going to get much battery life firing over 22 watts with the TM1, but the TM1 does come with it. It's in the box here. Just hang on. There's your TM1 coil. This is a replacement. Obviously I have used the TM1, but yeah, if you've used the TM1 before, you know you're going to want to fire this around sort of 25, and the max wattage on the device is 25 watts, so yeah, battery life's not going to be great using this coil. So I recommend using 0.8 or an RBA. Speaking of, there it is, the RBA head itself. We will talk through this, and I'm going to wick it, show you how to wick it. I've already got it built in. It's easy enough to build, guys, so we'll not talk about that, but let's talk about the device some more here. So guys, the device itself, easy enough. Up from the top, you get your contacts, your auto draw, airflow, either side. You get nice fake leather, but it does feel nice. To me, it does just make the device look that little bit smarter than your usual run-of-the-mill pods. The warnings down there. Type-C charge port. Screen. Nice clear screen there. As you can see, it's been well used with the amount of puffs. So 3 clicks. It's making a liar out of me. So there's the menu. That was 4 clicks, but sure, we'll just go with that. So you get lock, power, puff clear, and exit. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then you just cycle through, just round robin, so it does. Simple enough, guys. So, like I say, it's either 900, 950 milliamp, and we are going to use the RBA head in it today. So I'm going to go down. I'm not going to speed it up a wee bit with the wicking and play, use a bit of music. We'll get it filled up. We'll come back up top and we'll talk about it a wee bit more. Alright guys, so this is the rebuildable PMP coil head by Voopoo. It is a tiny wee head, guys. In it, I have Nature Vape 1 core Clapton. It's a 1 ohm. I took a wrap out of it just to make it fit a wee bit better, guys. So it now ohms out at 0.8. So what you have to do when you need to glue this, guys, is put it back together, stick it in the pod, stick it on the device, glue it, put it back out. So yeah, it is a wee bit more foodery than most RBA heads, because obviously it's for a pod. But it is doable and it is worth it when you get it right. You may be looking at this and going, wait a minute, the coil is going this way, but the wick holes are that way. Yeah, I thought that myself too, folks, but I'll show you. So what we have to do is we put our cotton through the coil and then bend it round and in here, and then you bend around this one round and then here. So yeah, we'll be using a strip of Muji cotton. At the minute it's cut at 1/4, it needs trimmed again, guys. So we're going to do this, play a bit of music, hopefully I can do this still on cam, and then we'll go back up.
Round and round. this carousel.
Tried my best there to do as much wicking as possible on cam. As you can see, it is a small, tiny deck, so it is. If you follow the wicking as best you could there with that video, you shouldn't really have any issues. It's just you earn this one, so you do. But on the build itself, found it needs to be a mouth-along coil. You cannot put your 3mm fused claptons and all that in it. It needs to be a mouth-along. I tried putting a Voopoo dual fused clapton in at 0.65 ohm. Not a chance. Not a chance. It needs to be 2mm, 2.5mm at the most. Like I say, I can highly recommend the Nature Vape clapton coil that I showed on cam. Very good. Let's see, I've got it here. Yep. Very good coils for mouth along. Really enjoying them. I got this from Ziggicig ages ago. As you can see from the puff count, it's on 4,167. Not a retake here. Pros and cons, what I think about it, stuff like that. To me, it is a far better looking pod than most pods out there on the market still to this day from this came out. There is 7 different colours as far as I know. I prefer this one. Just thought it looked the bees. The red and black leather. There's camo, there's just plain grey, all different types. So there's one there to suit you. What would I use this for? Going to the shops, going out with the missus shopping, take this with me. Normally running it my rhubarb and custard from Homebrew, 12mg mixed salt. Suits me down to the ground. Give you a couple of toots of it. Battery life isn't the best. If you're going to use this as your all-day vape, it's not going to do you. Especially if you use that TM1 0.6 coil. It's definitely not. You'll get a couple of hours at best with it. It does vape well with it if you're wanting a nice restrictive direct lung. But like I say, you're sacrificing battery life. So me, 0.8 mouth to lung. You can use the PMP 0.8 stock coil, which works really well on it. Pretty sure it's the same coil that's in the locked-in pod. Or if you can build, do what I did, buy the RBA, put a build in it, you're sorted, sweet, never need to worry about coils again. Either or works really well. So it does. For mouth to lung, it is brilliant. It's a 950 milliamp hour battery. Like I say, mouth to lung, yeah, the battery life will do nicely. Not as your go-to all-day vape though. You do for going to the shops, maybe a night out, things like that. Flavour, awesome. flavour of all the PMP coils. If you've used anything to do with Voopoo at the minute, it's the PMP coil. And we all know what the flavour's like. Only downside from this is, you can't go below 0.6. It will not fart. So it won't. I tried the PMP 0.45 coil, wouldn't fart. Just doesn't like it. So it doesn't. So it needs to be 0.6 or above. So like your TM1s, you want to do restrictive drag on, but go 0.8 folks, trust me. You'll enjoy it more. Who's this for? Beginners? Awesome. It's a Type-C charge, folks. It doesn't take long to charge. I think it takes 40 minutes to charge to 100%. So for a beginner vapor, it's perfect. The auto draw, spot on. The dual airflow, so all you do is 180 degree, turn. That's it, way it open for restrictive draw. Auto draw won't work with it. Very seldom will you get the auto draw to work on that airflow option, so that's when your button comes into play. And you get a good decent cloud. That's with a 0.8. Turn it round, restrictive, or mouth to lung draw. That's when your auto draw will work. Only on the mouth to lung airflow setting. Which, to me, that's fine. Don't mind using the button or the auto draw. If I'm doing mouth to lung, I prefer the auto draw. Just makes things better. So yes guys, that was just a wee quick up close look at the Voopoo Argus Air. Like I say, I got this from Ziggicig. Can't put the link in the bottom. As we all know, YouTube does not allow links for some weird reason. But that's where I got it from. Just Google it, Ziggicig. You'll find it there. For the price, this is a brilliant repod system. Looks smart, awesome. So guys, yep, I've been the Cloud Chasing Cyclist. See you later. Keep her lit.